Howdy, you beautiful Bayou Bandits. I hope you guys are having a blessed one. In this one, we're gonna quickly go over the Tide of Desolation packs, everything you need to know, which ones to use when and why. If you guys like this content, don't forget to leave a like, comment your favorite sports team, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. So before I go into the packs, let's quickly explain how to get pledged to a pack. Essentially, what you're gonna have to do is gain pledge marks. Pledge marks are acquired by doing a certain action and or hitting a certain threshold with event points in the match. There's 3 ways to gain pledge marks and can only obtain 3 in one specific match. The first way is looting your first hunter. This will give you 1 pledge mark, and you can obtain another pledge mark by banishing your first boss. The third and final pledge mark can be obtained by getting 30 event points. Ooh. Once you have any pledge mark to spend, head to the nearest supply point on the map. Once there, you are greeted with 3 different packs. You must pledge yourself to that pack to be able to obtain those traits. Each pack gives you access to 2 traits, one being a regular trait, which stays on your hunter until you lose them, also costing just 1 pledge mark, and a burn trait that costs 2 pledge marks and will be removed from your hunter after its first use. However, these burn traits can be stacked up to 3 times on your hunter's roster and take up 3 trait spots separately. So don't fill up your traits and make sure you leave some room for these burn traits. Now, let's talk about Demented. Demented has a 1 pledge mark trait called Berserker. And this is pretty self-explanatory. All it does is give you double damage on your melees. This is insanely great for killing bosses and taking out wild targets. This also essentially makes the Dusters a 1-tap to enemy hunters, which is very nice, and just overall improves all melees in the game. Its 2 pledge mark burn trait is called Rampage, which is from the Infernal Pact in the previous Tide of Corruption event. Most of you probably know this trait, but it essentially allows you to get a full health restoration equal to killing and banishing a boss if you kill a enemy hunter while being below 126 health. If you're playing on a team, this is an insanely good trait for your most aggressive bandit on your team. If you're playing solos, I honestly don't recommend this pact, seeing that the chances are pretty slim that anyone lets you slide when you're a solo. If they kill you, they're gonna start burning you or putting traps on your body. It's not very easy to get up and eventually get a kill. So for solos, I wouldn't recommend this pact. However, it is very useful within a team. As I said, your most aggressive player should be right at home with this pact. The Drowned Pact has a 1-point pledge mark trait called Mariner, which is also from a previous event, Tide of Shadows. It allows you to regenerate health at an exponential rate while in water. This also works in the heavy rain under the thunder shower condition. So let's talk about the 2-point burn trait in the Drowned Pact. This is also making a return from multiple past events in Hunt Showdown. The trait is called Remedy, and this allows you to do a health restoration for your whole entire team while serpenting a trait charm on the ground. You can go up to a resupply, and since there will always be trait charms in front of the caravans, you will always be able to use this trait. Just like the Demented Pact, I don't think this is that great for solos. Like I said, if you die, more than likely they're going to burn you and you're going to be at an exponential disadvantage. And since Mariner is kind of situational, I don't think this is that great of a pact for solos, but this is an underrated pact for a team. As I said, the Demented Pact had Rampage, which is great for your aggressive teammate, but I really do think the Drowned Pact is great for your not so aggressive teammate. In case your team needs to relocate or back off the fight, and complete a health restoration at one of the resupply points. Now let's talk about the last pact in the event, Grounded, making a return from a couple of the previous events as well. Grounded features a 1-point pledge mark trait called Shadow Leap, allowing you to use Dark Sight to teleport to a grunt or AI. At first, I didn't think I would like this that much, but it actually is a lot of fun. It's kind of overpowered in my opinion, but you need to watch out. Make sure you don't channel this to an emulator. You will lose a health chunk. And for Grounded's 2-point burn trait, it's called Final Gasp, which allows you to get a health restoration similar to a boss banish while looting an enemy hunter. In my opinion, this is a great pack for the average Bayou Bandit. Overall, these traits aren't as overpowered as the last events, and I think are pretty balanced in comparison to the other events. You could probably already guess, but my quick list for solos would be Drowned Pact at 3, Demented Pact at 2, and the Grounded Pact at 1. But for team play, I would say the Drowned Pact goes to 3, and the other 2 packs are tied. I do think that the Rampage and the Final Gasp are both equally important. However, if you're not so great of a player, I would push more towards the grounded pact, seeing that final gasp just allows you to get a full restoration off of looting a hunter versus having to kill a hunter. But with all that being said, which packs do you guys like the most in this event? If you made it to the end, I greatly appreciate you. If you want to see more, check out my channel and see some of the other stuff I post. Tips, tricks, guides. I truly hope you guys are having a blessed one. Until then, see you in the bayou.